Who will be Brazil's next president? Two candidates and two different visions for their country. Now they will go head-to-head in a runoff election later this month. Hello, I'm Arnold Naidu, and this is The Heat. Brazilians went to the polls on Sunday to decide who they want as their new president. The incumbent, Dilma Rousseff, got close to 42% of the vote, but failed to win a majority. Now she will face a pro-business candidate, Neves, in a second round of voting on October 26th. So what kind of campaign can we expect in the coming weeks? And what will the outcome mean for Brazil, Latin America's largest economy? We begin with CCTV's Paulo Cabral, who joins us now from Sao Paulo. Paulo, thanks for joining us. So we have two candidates, the current president, Dilma Rousseff, as well as the other candidate, who is Neves, who will fight it out for president. Was this what the voters of Brazil expected, that there would not be a clear-cut winner?
You know, this campaign period was as thrilling and as full of surprises as they come, really. You know? So actually, if you asked 6 months ago, maybe even 1 year ago, what would be the runoff in these elections, you know, most people would say, well, certainly it will be the Workers' Party of President Dilma Rousseff and the Social Democratic Party with President Neves. You know, that's what has been happening in Brazilian politics for the last 20 years. But then in August, we had the tragedy that killed the Socialist Party candidate, Eduardo Campos, you know, in a plane crash. And he was coming third in the polls, you know, I mean, nobody really expected he had a big chance to win. But then his then Vice President, Marina Silva, ended up taking the lead of that political group. And then immediately the polls reflected that, you know, Marina Silva, environmentalist, she was trying to create a party that she did not come up with. She sort of galvanized Brazilians and managed to come really high on the polls after Eduardo Campos' death. And so people started to believe that actually the second round would be between Dilma Rousseff and Marina Silva. Only 2 weeks ago, they started to change, and over the last few days, Neves managed to go beyond Marina Silva in the polls, and this is what actually the results happened. So yes, this is what people are expecting 6 months ago, but not at all what people were expecting 1 month ago.
So Paulo, as we go into this runoff, do either of these candidates have the upper hand?
Well, look, we could say President Dilma Rousseff does have a bit the upper hand because, well, she's the incumbent and she came to the runoff first. And since Brazil started to have runoffs, you know, this kind of 2 rounds elections, never, ever the candidate that came first on the runoff lost after that. But on the other hand, you know, Neves, Social Democratic Party, Neves, he did come much, much better than expected, you know. And so there is now a chance. The difference is much narrower than people were thinking at first. So yes, there is a good chance. For example, the markets, financial markets already are betting quite strongly on Neves. We have seen stock exchange in Brazil went high up and the real has appreciated after a few weeks of turbulence. And this is because now the financial markets are believing already that there is a good chance that more pro-business candidate Neves will win.
Okay, Paulo, thank you very much. That's CCTV's Paulo Cabral talking to us from Sao Paulo.